I am in Paris getting a tour of the world's largest startup campus. Station F is home to 1,000 startups, along with corporations, investors, and organizations. The space spans more than 360,000 square feet, while the building itself measures 190 feet by 1,017 feet. That makes Station F nearly as long as the Eiffel Tower. A desk here costs $235 on average per month, a figure about half as much as other co-working spaces in Paris. But don't just call it co-working. Station F hopes to be considered a sort of startup university, and to work here, you have to apply through one of the incubator or startup programs hosted by various organizations and companies. You see a lot of the biggest tech company names like Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon. But it's not just tech companies either. You'll also find retail, luxury, and other types of industries. This is Homeric. He returned to France in 2015 after living in China as an expat. He's now working for an augmented reality company called Bear, and it's based in Station F.
So French is a small market. We're only 68 million. But if you find this market, you can develop a good SME and have recurrent revenues, which will help you finance a growth in the US or somewhere else.
The goal here isn't only to create the largest startup campus in the world under one roof, but also to put France at the forefront of the international startup map. The vision of Station F was backed by telecom billionaire Xavier Niel, who's poured $285 million into the project. The space is a former train depot that's now been designed into 3 separate sections: share, create, and chill. The share space is where events take place, along with private offices and on-site services. It's hosted the likes of Facebook's Sheryl Sandberg and French President Emmanuel Macron. A little bit underground, you have these lockers where people can store their stuff overnight, and they're along the same lines as where the train tracks used to be. The middle section is called Create, where it's exclusively for startups to work out of, but in true entrepreneur style, that could also mean taking a break sometimes, too. Finally, the chill zone is home to this Italian restaurant called La Felicita. It's considered to be the largest restaurant in Europe. It's open to the public, yet its proximity is a perk for those actually working in Station F.
When we ask our startups why they come to Station F, it's not for being in a beautiful building, it's not for paying, inexpensive prices, it's actually to be surrounded by 1,000 entrepreneurs.
Roxanne is the program director for Station F and helped launch the concept in 2017.
Everybody here is selected, so we have a certain kind of level of entrepreneur that we have on campus, and they love being able to talk to people that have encountered the same difficulties, that have resources, that have contacts, so they're really